Okay, yesterday was Thursday. That means the final episode of Picard is available to watch. So I'm going to go check that out and I'll be right back. Okay, Picard Season 3, Episode 10. A lot of fan service, but I'm thinking, why do we need those episodes in the middle? Greetings, Dave here, DCP Facts. Becoming a tradition. It's Friday, we're talking about Picard Season 3. So we're done. And, well, I think there were a lot of problems with it, but in the end, I'm okay with how it ended up. At this point, we're going into spoilers. So I'm going to give you a chance to leave. If you were, you clicked on this and you don't want to get spoiled because you haven't seen it yet, go check it out and then come back. Okay, so hopefully everyone's gone. If you're here, you're going to get spoiled. So I think there was a real problem with the middle of this season. It started well. And then we had this whole thing with the Shrike and the changelings. It didn't need to happen. It just wasn't really, I don't know. The ending was good enough. And again, I'm prefacing this by saying Season 1 and Season 2 were terrible. And if this was Season 1, I would let them get away with a whole lot more. But let's sort of get it beat for beat. Okay, so Jack, well, we'll go further back. The fleet, in a whole weird, stupid setup, decides to synchronize all the ships. Bad idea. The Borg has taken over. Anyone under 25 is now Borgified. Jack is controlling them all. Okay. The Enterprise D comes out of mothballs with the saucer section from Generations and the star drive from the Syracuse. Okay, we have the Enterprise D. Let's do this. So it gets down to our main bridge characters, minus Wesley, and they are going out and they are going to save everyone. When's the cavalry coming? We're the cavalry. Okay. It was great to see them all together again. And, it was good. I still have a problem with the fact that Data took the ship in through the Borg to the thing, because Data is at Ops, he's not at Con. He doesn't have control. Anyway, we have a lot of treacly stuff with Picard and his son. We get it all taken care of. And, well, in the end, they did a good enough job. I was happy enough with it. And there was actually, to me, kind of nice when they lost the ability to track them on the Borg cube so they can beam them out. And they basically said, well, we have to stop everyone. So if 4 die, so the universe is saved, I guess that's okay. And then Riker's like, Imzadi, I love you. And Janus, I know where they are. And then they fly and they get them. Okay. It was a nice thing that they did. I thought it gave a nice wrap up to the Riker and Troy stuff. When Riker said, Deanna, Imzadi, I'm going to miss you. Thad and I'll be waiting for you. So, give me a little. Just to interject here for a second, if you're new to this channel because you popped up on YouTube saying, hey, you want to check it out, I'd love if you give me a like, give me a subscribe, and if you like what you're doing, you give me a thanks. I would love to, give me a little tip. I would appreciate that as well. Not that I'm doing this to make money, but, every little bit helps, for the equipment for all this. Back to the review. Other things, Jack gets his dad, and then Seven gets the ship, and Tuvok is okay. It turns out that they didn't kill him when they used his likeness in order that he's still alive, and then he gives Seven the ship, and Raffi becomes her number one, and then Jack, who's somehow fast-tracked for some unknown reason. He's, okay. Maybe having 2 admirals for your parents helps. I don't know. And he's the counselor. One thing I did like, and I told someone, it's a fun story. I was at my orthodontist yesterday, because I've talked about my teeth. I'm on week 15 of having this. And he sat down. He's a big Star Trek fan, much like myself. I showed him my tricorder. He goes, I'll buy one of those when they're available. And he said, I haven't seen Picard yet. Don't spoil it for me. All I said was, wait till the end. There's a really cute end credit scene, which was really great. You know, as I've said before, I'm a huge Q fan. John Delancey, I love him. He's a great character. And the fact that he's at the end there, I thought that was really, it was a nice little nod to it, because Star Trek started with Q, and, you know, this is sort of it for Next Generation. I'm not sure any of the characters want to come back and do any more of it at this point. It was nice for them to get together and do it, but I think they're probably done, because they're all, you know, in their 80s, 70s and 80s. But it was nice to see that. Another thing that I found really interesting, because after reading online, to come back to do Picard, Patrick Stewart had a list of things. I'm not doing this, 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 or this. Over the span of season 1, season 2, that's when we got season 1 and season 2. For season 3, I'm not going to do this, 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 this. Well, we're doing this, 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 and this, Patrick, and that's what's going to happen. And it brought it back to where it should be. It was much better season. Like I say, I wish it was something we got season 1 rather than season 3. It was so much better to start off with that. Lots of great little things back and forth. The bit with Worf was just hilarious. I'm going, me too. I will join your threesome. And Riker's like, do you even listen to yourself? Like, it just hilarious. I thought that was great. Michael Dorn is really, really invested in this character. You know, he's taken the beats he got in the first season and sort of made the character his own, and he's done a really good job of it. You know, from TNG to DS9 to the movies to this, even the throwaway. You know, last week, you know, the showrunner Terry Matalas said, "Yeah, Worf was the captain of the Enterprise E. It's not my fault." So in the end, well, let's put it this way. Season 1, I watched a year after it came out. Season 2, I just finished it recently, a year after it came out. And I've been watching season 3 as it comes out. And coming to talk to you about it. It was quite, again, compared to season 1, season 2, it's great compared to them. It's not great Star Trek, it's okay Star Trek. And they're just, my friend Larry was saying too, like five words in, he just hated the episode because they have Chekhov's son as president of the United Planets, and they called him Anton Chekhov. Okay, Chekhov was original series. You have to be in his 90s to have a son who's now president. So, as Dr. John Price has said in Serious Star Trek several times, they don't know their timelines. They don't know the timing of anything. So it's interesting. But it's done. I enjoyed it well enough. I think it would be great. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 8, 9, 10. And just, that's it. The stuff in the middle, it was too drawn out. It was too, I don't know, the whole thing with the Shrike, and then they're trapped in the, like all these things, it went way, way too long. It just didn't need it. And, you know, sad to see Shaw gone. You know, he did his bit and got, you know, 7 promoted. But, you know, I think he could have done well as the guy who just is, I don't have time for this crap kind of captain. But it's all good. He did what he could with what he was given. So that is my take on Picard finale, the last generation, as it was called. It was good enough. I enjoyed it well enough, and I hope you did too. And if you have any comments on it, hey, put them down below. That'd really be great. I would love to hear some of your comments and see what you thought about it as well. So that is the video for today. Hope everyone's having a great day. We'll talk to you all later.